Hi guys, just want to share something today which I'm very passionate about. I've spoke about this many times, and I've stood up in front of many people and spoke about this. It was actually one of the first lessons I learned, and it's something which will probably stick to me for the rest of my life. And that is the reason why. The reason why we do almost anything. If I'm honest, for me, the I got told it was actually by Ahmed Mukhtar, very very successful for businessmen in the UK, and he goes, always make your why about something important to you, but never about you. Now, what did he meant by that? He followed it up by going, because you make it about you, we always quit on ourselves. How many times have we quit on ourselves? How many times has it come to January and we're going, oof, well, we've got summer in a couple of months. We need to get that beach body. And before you know it, it's a Friday, Saturday night, and we're sitting there with a pizza ordered. We've all subconsciously quit on ourselves quite a lot of the time, and it happens on a day-to-day basis. How many people have the plan to get up early and end up going, oh, I'll have a few more minutes in bed. I'll have a few more hours, and already they've started the day kind of quitting on them. So you just gotta make a why about something important to you, something you're passionate about, which isn't about you. For me personally, I just love helping people. I think I get a buzz out of helping people. It fills that gap. It makes me feel happy. When you can see joy on humans being faced, which wasn't there before, and it was created through your actions alone. And something about that is really powerful, and something that I really enjoy, really. And it's one of the key things that I learned in business. And the second question was, if you got given £1 million or $1 million, you won the national lottery, or you suddenly ended up with this money, what would you do with it? And I mean, the answer for a lot of people again would be almost backing themselves. I'll go out, buy a car, I'll go get a big house, a big mansion. Instead, I kind of look at it and I know for me personally, because I could have all these expensive material things. However, inside me, that there still might be a bit of hatred, a bit of a void left unfilled, shall I say. So for me, a couple of years ago, I actually wanted to create a charity, and I sat down with an accountant and we started talking through it. I mean, the charity was actually, again, it was something passionate, which I'm passionate about, and that's boxing. A local fighter near me named John Joe Finnegan, really top lad. I remember training with him when I was young. He probably doesn't remember me when I'm young. I can tell you that now. But he was always a lad in the gym. He was always at that stage a professional fighter, someone who lived the sport inside and out. He was there day in, day out, and he was a very humble and genuine man. He'd give his time up to, if you go out and ask him a question, he'll kind of break up his training, help you out, and then catch up later. That's the sort of guy he was. Unfortunately, what happened in one of the events is John Joe was fighting, and he got hit, and what led to was a bleed on the brain. It led to John Joe being in in a critical condition and fighting for his life. Luckily, John Joe is here today, but his life has changed. His family have gone from being a very financially stable. John Joe was working his backbone and working his arse off basically to provide. And what happened after that fight was his fiance had to take the brunt of the bills, and I've seen that happen to kind of a lot of boxers, and without much support. I mean, boxing is such a strange sport. I suppose you could say about any sport. Once you've retired, you do miss it. You do miss that buzz, and I suppose with boxing, you don't get that back. I mean, especially that adrenaline rush once being in the ring. Maybe I'm a bit biased on that, but it was just something that I looked at and went, wow, just from one accident, from one sporting act where he was, I break down boxing. Yes, it is a sport. Yes, you want to be in there. It is man versus man. But if it wasn't entertaining and if people didn't want to see it, then we wouldn't have boxing. So a way to look at it is he got hurt entertaining others, and it's the British Board of Control. This is not a rant at all, but I mean, the help they had was limited. So I tried to create a charity kind of as a fun. We'll have like charity events go on, and we'll try and help boxers who've retired through injury, through or just going through a bad period in their life, and we'll try and support them financially. My idea was we can help ease up the pressure financially by paying for some bills, and then seeing what we can do to help them further, to see what's around the corner, to see what they can go into, to see if it's long-term help, and that's something I would still love to do. I mean, it was still helping people. So this brings me on to why I'm creating this video. Why am I sharing the steps? Again, I just want to help people. I mean, in business and the people at the top, a lot of them, I kind of look at it, and the steps you take, the steps you take aren't that hard. You think there'll be, I don't know. You think they'll be like swimming the ocean with no arms and legs, but the actual steps aren't that hard. However, it takes a lot of commitment to make them changes and to make them steps basically, and that's what I want to share with you. And this why video is basically why we do anything. So just want to make it about others. I want to go back to the £1 million question. I think I will go back and try and open that charity and try and help people. The other business which I'm setting up is Healthy Supermarket. I just want people to live healthier and kind of be aware of what they're eating. And I'm not going to force feed anyone, but I think if people are aware of what's in foods, then I think the habits certainly with food may change. And speaking to a lot of others in this sector, and everyone's so happy, so friendly, and we're all in there for the same goal. We're not like one of these big companies where it's kind of we don't really care about the customer. As long as we can build a product which is valuable and which there's a demand for, then we will start selling that and make profit from that, maximizing profit margins, which probably in hindsight lowers the customer experience. So when I speak to others about what I was creating, even as a competitor, you found a lot of people actually opened up and went, well, good luck, and shared their experience of how they got started and the problems they had, and basically don't reach for the top too early. Build it up, build it up. Like you'll see in these videos, I've probably gone from first video being terrible to a couple of months down the line, getting into a few videos, and they probably seem a lot better when I probably reflect on the first video, going, wow, what was I doing there? That was terrible. But you know, why do I do these videos again? It's to help people if I can. You know, let's take it, one out of 100 people. If someone gets back to me and goes, Tom, this really changed my life through this. I've been really successful. My life's changed around. That will do. I think I'll be happy, and I think my kind of view on life is that I think we're kind of here for a reason, to help each other. So if I can help someone out, then I feel more rewarded through that than any material thing. So first thing you do, you know, every morning I will look at my why. I will look at my why. You know, my mum had a stroke a number of years ago. It made her disabled, and I mean, if I could help her out in any way that I can, then I will. And it's the same with my friend John Joe. If I can help someone out, then I will. I think you know, I see the same with people that live on the street, with refugees, really, that are just crying out for help, and I think now I feel a little bit limited. However, my why in helping them is going to power me on to the next stage. So get your why. Make sure it's not about you, but it's about something which will fire you up, and make sure you look at that why over and over again, and you'll see the progress. You'll see you'll be grinding out stuff which you didn't do, and you create a why, and then start making habits. You'll be on the road to success, and you'll be moving forward. Again, we're going back to the 3 steps to success. There's 2 already there just by doing this and doing your why right and moving forward. All right, cheers guys. I'll see you soon.